Thought I'd do a quick little thing on health. I've been wanting to talk more about that here because I can go a bit deeper. This is obviously going to be short, but let me know. But I was thinking I might talk about, I guess, the things that lead us to be more healthy. And, there's, again, it depends on what it is that you want out of life. But in terms of health, there are definitely some distinct patterns, behaviors, choices that we can make that can lead to more healthful outcomes, and there's some that lead away. Again, this is such a complex thing because yes, a part of it is what you actually eat, and that's a pretty decent part. That's the physical. I mean, there is a non-physical component too, of course, but it's mainly physical. It's also your thoughts. What is it that you spend your time thinking? Like, are some of these things destructive? Because if it is, look, people don't talk about this enough, and some people might think it's a bit woo-woo, fluffy or whatever, but the reality is it isn't. If your thoughts are about being in the best mind frame that you can, being in control of what it is that you think and what you feel, and not focusing on those negative things, right? Yes, being aware of them, not being, delusional or whatever, and pretending they don't exist when they do. But it's more not being focused on it, not having it being what runs your system. Because what causes problems with this is it creates kind of like a darker view of things. And like you don't absorb the positives so well. And it kind of becomes like a darkness you can't pull yourself out of. And it's little things, like after you do something, how do you feel about it? Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel good about what you did, what you said? Or do you not? Our lives are a series of these things. So if you spend your time doing things that you quote unquote feel bad about after you do them, that becomes part of your personality. It becomes a big part of your life. It becomes what you do. It becomes how you treat other people, how you treat yourself. This is a problem. Not just from a point of view of if everybody does this, it creates a negative sort of backflow. It's also, it keeps you from being who you're meant to be and doing what you're meant to do. So it's really important to pay attention to everything that you put inside. So whether that's thoughts, feelings, the food that you eat, the things that you drink, do you do exercise? Do you not do exercise? Like all this stuff adds up. And I know that people don't think it does, but it does. And so it's important to make these kinds of connections so that you can create the best outcomes for yourself. But anyway, I'll talk more about it on another video.